My golden child sister stole my new house, and my parents told me to forgive her. But I wasn't going to let that slide, and now she's in jail. Growing up, I was invisible. My sister Anna was the miracle baby. Mom was told after having me that she'd never conceive again. So when Anna arrived 8 years later, I became the backup child overnight. I watched my childhood disappear. When I turned 10, all I wanted was to go to the playground for my birthday. Instead, my parents took Anna shopping for new clothes and left me with my grandparents. When I was 12, I asked them why they treated us so differently. My dad looked me dead in the eyes and said, "Your sister was a gift from God. Looking at how much trouble you caused, we're glad we have another child to rely on." I cried myself to sleep that night, but I didn't break. I worked harder. I graduated valedictorian thinking they'd finally see me. They didn't. Anna threw a tantrum about not getting enough attention. So instead of coming to my graduation ceremony, my parents took her to her favorite restaurant for a course meal. I sat alone in the auditorium parking lot for 2 hours. That's when something inside me shifted. I stopped trying to win their love and started building my own life. I got a full scholarship to college and worked as a professor's assistant. I took on weekend shifts at a coffee shop, tutored kids for $40 an hour, and picked up freelance editing jobs online. Every single dollar went into savings for 6 straight years. While Anna partied through college on our parents' dime, I grinded in silence. When Anna turned 18, her parents bought her a brand new 3-bedroom house in the suburbs. She hadn't even applied to a single college. She loved rubbing it in my face, texting me photos of her house parties with captions like, "Must be nice to own property, huh?" Oh, wait, you don't. That lit a fire in me. I wasn't just gonna buy a house. I was going to do it completely on my own. At 24, I finally closed on a small 2-bedroom bungalow on the east side of town. Nothing fancy, but it was mine. I'd saved $47,000 for the down payment without a cent from anyone. The day I got the keys, I cried in the empty living room for 20 minutes straight. I decided to be the bigger person and invited my family over to celebrate. Anna showed up 30 minutes late, walked through my house, rolling her eyes at everything. "It's cute," she said, picking at her nails. "I mean, it's small, but I guess it works for someone like you." My parents barely looked around. They stayed for 20 minutes, mostly on their phones. 2 weeks later, my realtor called sounding panicked. "We have a serious problem," she said. Someone had filed co-ownership paperwork on my house. They had my signature on documents I'd never seen before. It was Anna. During her visit, she'd gone through my home office while I was making coffee in the kitchen. She'd photographed my documents, forged my signature on co-ownership papers, and filed them with the county clerk. When I confronted my parents, my mom actually defended her without hesitation. "Just let her have it," she said calmly. "You're young. You'll buy another one someday. Anna needs stability right now. She's struggling." I stared at them in disbelief. "She committed fraud. That's a felony." My dad shrugged. "Don't be so dramatic. Your sister's family. You work these things out." I smiled. I said, "Okay." I told them I'd think about it and let them know. Then I called my lawyer that same afternoon. Turns out this wasn't Anna's first rodeo. My attorney dug deeper and found a disturbing pattern. She'd stolen a former friend's identity to open 3 credit cards, forged checks from our parents' business account, even used a fake ID with someone else's information to rent a car she totaled. The evidence was everywhere, documented and time-stamped. She just never faced real consequences because our parents always paid people off or made things disappear quietly. Not this time. I protected the evidence and prepared for war. Anna went radio silent for 5 days. Then my mom called crying. Anna was in the hospital. She'd overdosed on pills and left a note blaming me for ruining her life. My parents begged me to drop everything and forgive her. I felt sick, but I knew Anna's history of manipulation. I went to the hospital anyway to see if it was real. The nurse confirmed Anna had been admitted. I walked toward her room and heard laughing. I pushed open the door and found Anna sitting up in bed, completely fine, surrounded by our parents. They all turned to look at me. My dad was holding a voice recorder that had been running the entire time. "What the hell is this?" I said, my stomach dropping. Anna sat there with this smug little grin on her face, like she just won the lottery. My mom looked at me with fake concern plastered across her face. And my dad, well, he just kept holding that recorder up like it was some kind of trophy. "We needed proof," my dad said, his voice cold. "Proof that you've been harassing your sister, that you've been cruel to her during her darkest moment." I actually laughed. I couldn't help it. "Are you serious right now? This isn't funny," my mom snapped. "Anna told us everything. How you've been threatening her, trying to take her house." My house, I corrected. The house I bought with my own money that she tried to steal. Anna's eyes welled up with fake tears. She was good at this. I'll give her that. Years of practice. I just wanted us to share it, she whimpered. I thought we could be close again, you know, like sisters should be. My dad took a step toward me. We have you on record now. If you keep pursuing this legal nonsense, we'll show everyone what kind of person you really are. We'll make sure everyone knows you attacked your suicidal sister. I stood there for a second, just staring at all three of them. Then I reached into my pocket and pulled out my phone. I held it up so they could all see the screen clearly. Funny thing, I said calmly, I've been recording since I walked in the room. The color drained from my dad's face. Anna sat up straighter, and the tears dried up real quick. My mom opened her mouth, then closed it again. So I've got Anna laughing. I've got her looking perfectly healthy. And I've got all three of you discussing your little setup, I said, scrolling through my contacts. I'm thinking the family group chat needs to see this. Aunt Kelly, Uncle James, Grandma, literally everyone. Wait, my mom started. I hit send. Within seconds, my phone started buzzing with responses. I didn't even look at them. I just smiled at my parents and Anna, turned around and walked out of that hospital room. I could hear my mom calling after me, but I didn't stop. I didn't look back. The second I got to my car, I opened my laptop and started copying everything I had on Anna to a USB drive. Bank statements, forged documents, the co-ownership papers, police reports from her past scams that my lawyer had dug up, everything. It took an hour sitting in that hospital parking lot, but I got it all organized. Then I drove straight to Anna's house. I'd been there once before, during one of her house parties she'd bragged about. I knew she kept a spare key under a fake rock by the garden. Stupid, but convenient for me. She was still at the hospital playing victim, so I had time. The second I stepped inside, I knew something was off. The place looked normal enough, nice furniture, expensive TV, all the things our parents' money bought her. But there was this weird tension in the air, like she was hiding something. I started in her bedroom. Nothing unusual at first, just clothes everywhere and empty wine bottles. But then I checked her closet, and behind a bunch of shoeboxes, I found a small safe. It wasn't even locked properly. The door was slightly open, like she'd been in a hurry last time she used it. Inside, I found stacks of fake IDs. Not just one or two, I'm talking like 15 different identities. Different names, different addresses, but all with Anna's photo. Some of them looked so professional, I wouldn't have questioned them if I saw them at a bar. Underneath the IDs were credit cards, all in different names. I pulled out my phone and started taking pictures of everything, making sure to get clear shots of each ID and card. Then I went through her desk. That's when things got really interesting. Hidden in the bottom drawer under a bunch of random papers, I found a laptop. Not her regular one, a burner laptop, the kind you get from a pawn shop or online when you don't want something traced back to you. I opened it up, and honestly, I wasn't prepared for what I found. The browser history was full of dating sites, but not normal ones, the kind where wealthy older men go looking for younger women. And Anna had profiles on all of them. I clicked through her messages, and my stomach turned. She wasn't just talking to these guys, she was running full-on scams. She'd tell them she was in love with them, that she was planning a future with them, and then she'd start asking for money. Small amounts at first, like $500 for a car repair or $800 for her rent. But then it would escalate. Thousands of dollars for fake medical bills, tens of thousands for fake investment opportunities she'd promised to share with them. I found spreadsheets, actual spreadsheets tracking each guy, how much she'd gotten from them, and notes about their emotional weak points. One note said, recently divorced, lonely, wants someone who needs him. Another said, widower, lots of guilt, easy target. I felt sick, but I kept digging. And that's when I found the messages between her and our parents. Anna had been bragging to them about what she was doing. Not directly, but in this way where she'd hint at it, and they'd just laugh it off or change the subject. There was one message where she literally said, got another $15K this week? These guys are so desperate it's almost too easy. And my dad's response, that's my girl, just be careful. They knew. They always knew what she was doing, and they didn't care. I copied everything onto the USB drive. Every message, every photo, every document. It took another hour, but I wasn't leaving without it all. Then I put everything back exactly as I found it, locked up the house, and drove straight to my parents' place. It was almost midnight when I got there, but I didn't care. I pounded on their door until my dad answered, looking pissed off and half asleep. What do you want? He growled. I pushed past him into the house. My mom was coming down the stairs in her robe looking confused. We need to talk, I said, plugging my laptop into their TV, right now. Before they could protest, I started playing the recordings from the hospital, Anna's laughter, their plan to trap me, everything. My mom's face went pale. Where did you get that? I recorded it, I said flatly, just like you tried to record me, except mine is actually real. Then I switched to the photos from Anna's safe, the IDs, the credit cards, everything. My dad tried to grab my laptop, but I moved it away. Touch me or my stuff, and I'm calling the cops right now, I said. You want to see the rest? I didn't wait for an answer. I pulled up the messages from Anna's burner laptop, the ones where she bragged about scamming men, the spreadsheets, the conversations with them where they basically admitted they knew what she was doing. My mom sat down heavily on the couch. She told us she was doing online marketing. Bullshit. I cut her off. You knew exactly what she was doing. You've always known. You just didn't care because she's your golden child, and I'm the one you never wanted. My dad's face turned red. You don't talk to your mother like that, or what? I stepped closer to him. You'll hit me? Go ahead. Give me a reason to call the cops right now and show them everything I have. He raised his hand, and I swear to God, something in me just snapped. Years of watching them defend Anna, years of being treated like garbage, years of biting my tongue and trying to be good enough, all of it just exploded. When he swung, I ducked and shoved him as hard as I could. He wasn't expecting it. He stumbled backward and fell, hitting the ground hard. My mom screamed. I'm done, I said, standing over him. You have 24 hours to kick Anna out of your life permanently, or every single thing I have goes public. I'll send it to your business clients, your friends, your church, everyone. Your reputation, your business, all of it will be destroyed. And honestly, you deserve it. My mom was crying now, but I didn't feel bad, not even a little bit. 24 hours, I repeated, then grabbed my laptop and walked out. I went home, locked every door, and set up cameras around my house. I'm not stupid. I knew Anna wouldn't take this lying down. And sure enough, around 3 in the morning, I got an alert on my phone from the cameras. I was at my neighbor's house. I'd asked if I could stay there for the night, told them I thought someone might try to break in. They're this older couple who've always been nice to me, and they let me crash in their guest room without asking too many questions. From their window, I watched my own house, and there she was, Anna, with 2 guys I'd never seen before. They weren't subtle about it either. They just walked right up to my front door and kicked it in. I was recording everything on my phone, watching the live feed from my cameras. The 2 guys were trashing the place, throwing furniture around, smashing my TV, pouring drinks on my couch. Anna stood there directing them, pointing at things she wanted destroyed. Make sure you get her bedroom, Anna said, her voice crystal clear on my camera's audio. I want her to know what happens when she messes with me. One of the guys laughed and headed upstairs. I watched him tear through my closet, dump out all my drawers, even punch holes in the walls. The other guy was in my kitchen, smashing every dish I owned. It went on for maybe 20 minutes. Then they left, laughing about it the whole time. Anna gave my house one last look, flipped off the camera she didn't know was there, and drove away in her car with the 2 guys following in a beat-up truck. I waited until they were completely gone. Then I sent the video to the police. All of it, from 3 different camera angles with timestamps and audio. Then I uploaded it to my laptop and started working on something else. By 6 a.m., I had a post written up with everything. Anna's full name, photos of her fake IDs, screenshots of her scam messages, the spreadsheets tracking her victims, the video of her breaking into my house, the recording from the hospital, everything. I included photos of the forged documents she'd used to try to steal my house. I wrote it out like a story, made it clear and easy to follow. Then I started posting it everywhere. Every local Facebook group, the neighborhood watch pages, the community message boards, next door, you name it. I tagged every extended family member I could find. Aunts, uncles, cousins, even my grandma who barely used Facebook. Within an hour, my phone was blowing up. But it wasn't just family. People I didn't even know were commenting, sharing the post, adding their own stories. Turns out Anna had been busy. A woman named Jennifer commented that Anna had scammed her out of $3,000 using a fake cancer diagnosis. Someone named Michael said Anna had stolen his credit card info at a bar and racked up charges. A guy named David said he'd met Anna on a dating site and she'd convinced him to invest in a fake startup, costing him $12,000. The comments kept coming, dozens of people, all with their own stories about how Anna had scammed them. Some of them even shared screenshots of their conversations with her, using different names and different fake stories each time. By noon, the post had been shared over 500 times. By 5 p.m., it was over 2,000. Local news stations were reaching out to me asking for interviews. The police called and said they wanted to talk to me about Anna's break-in and possibly other charges. Then my aunt called. Not just any aunt, my dad's sister, the one who'd basically cut off contact with our family years ago. I barely remembered her. I saw your post, she said without any greeting. I need to talk to you." We met at a coffee shop an hour later. She looked tired, but determined. She slid a folder across the table to me. 4 years ago, Anna approached me with an investment opportunity, she said. She said she was starting a clothing boutique and needed startup capital. She showed me a business plan, had everything laid out so professionally. I gave her $15,000. I opened the folder. Inside were bank statements showing the transfer, text messages between them where Anna promised returns, even a fake contract that looked official. She never opened any boutique, my aunt continued. She took the money and ghosted me. When I confronted your parents about it, they told me I was lying and trying to ruin Anna's reputation. I haven't spoken to them since. "I'm so sorry," I said. She shook her head. "Don't be. I saw what kind of people they were that day. I just wish I'd done something about it sooner." She leaned forward. "I want to help you take her down, whatever you need." Over the next few days, more relatives came forward. An uncle who'd loaned Anna $8,000 for fake tuition. A cousin who'd co-signed on a car loan that Anna defaulted on, ruining his credit. Even my grandma's neighbor, who Anna had convinced to invest in fake stocks. We all met up at a restaurant, about 7 of us total, all holding folders full of evidence. We sat around a big table, and everyone shared their stories. The more we talked, the angrier everyone got. Not just at Anna, but at my parents for enabling her for so long. "We need to do something that actually matters," my uncle said. "Something she can't walk away from this time." That's when I had an idea. A really, really good idea. I created a fake profile on one of the dating sites Anna used. Professional photos, a decent backstory, and most importantly, I made it look like I was wealthy. Private equity investor, multiple properties, the whole thing. Then I sent Anna a message. She replied within an hour. Her profile said her name was Victoria, but it was definitely her. Same photos, same writing style. We chatted for a few days. Me playing the role of a lonely investor looking for someone genuine. Her playing the role of a sweet, misunderstood woman who just needed someone to believe in her. Then I suggested we meet for dinner. A nice restaurant downtown, somewhere public and classy. She agreed immediately. I told all the relatives. We planned everything down to the minute. The day of the meeting, I showed up early with my uncle and aunt. We sat at a table near the back, and I had printed copies of every single piece of evidence we'd collected. Her fake IDs, the scam messages, the bank statements, everything. Anna walked in at exactly 6:30, dressed up nice, clearly expecting to meet some rich guy she could manipulate. Instead, she saw me sitting there. For a second, she froze. Then she tried to turn around and leave, but my other relatives had positioned themselves by the exits, not blocking them, because that would be illegal, but standing there watching her. She looked around, saw all of us, and realized she was trapped. "Sit down, Anna," I said calmly. She hesitated, then walked over with this forced smile. "What is this?" "This," I said, gesturing to the table full of evidence, "is every person you've scammed, every dollar you've stolen, every lie you've told. We're all here because of you." My aunt spoke next. "You took $15,000 from me and convinced everyone I was lying." My uncle added, "You destroyed my credit score." One by one, each person at the table told their story. They weren't yelling or making a scene. They were just stating facts, reading from the documents in front of them. Anna tried to interrupt several times, tried to defend herself or make excuses, but someone would just start reading the next piece of evidence. She finally broke down about 20 minutes in. "I didn't mean to hurt anyone," she cried. I needed the money." "For what?" I cut her off. "You've been living rent-free in a house our parents bought you. They pay all your bills. You don't need money. You just like taking it from people who trust you." Then I pulled out my phone and showed her that I'd been recording the whole thing. Multiple phones, actually, positioned around the table. Every word she'd said, every admission, all captured on video. "You're insane," Anna hissed, standing up. "You're all insane. I'm calling Mom and Dad." "Go ahead," I said. "They're probably going to need to hear this anyway." She called them. "Right there." Put it on speaker without realizing. My mom answered. "Mom, you need to come get me. They're all ganging up on me." "We can't, sweetie," my mom said, and she sounded exhausted. "Your father's in meetings all day. Can't this wait?" "No, it can't." Anna started. Then my dad's voice came through the phone. "Anna, whatever you've done now, just fix it yourself. We're busy. And before you ask, no, we're not bailing you out anymore." Anna's face went white. "What?" "Your sister sent videos to all of our clients," my dad said bitterly. "Half of them have already pulled their contracts. We're losing everything because of you, and we're done cleaning up your messes." The line went dead. Anna stood there staring at her phone like it had betrayed her. Then she looked at me with pure hatred. "You did this," she said quietly. "No," I corrected. "You did this. I just made sure people finally knew the truth." She lunged across the table at me, but my uncle caught her arm. She struggled, screaming now, saying she'd destroy me, she'd ruin my life, she'd make me regret this. Restaurant staff started coming over, asking us to leave. We did, walking out calmly while Anna had to be escorted out by security, still yelling. The next day, I got a call from multiple victims Anna had scammed online. They'd seen the post and recognized her. 3 of them had already filed police reports. 2 more were working with lawyers to pursue civil suits. Then I got a text from my cousin. My parents' business had lost 6 major clients overnight. The contracts they'd pulled represented almost 60% of their yearly revenue. My parents were scrambling, trying to do damage control, but word had spread too fast. A few days later, my mom called me. She was crying, which was new. My mom never cried, at least not where anyone could see her. "You've destroyed us," she said. "I didn't destroy anything," I replied. "I just stopped protecting Anna. You did that yourselves. She's your sister. She's a criminal," I interrupted, "and you've been helping her get away with it for years. You chose her over me every single time, and now you're mad that there are consequences." My mom didn't have an answer for that. She just hung up. The next evening, I was at home when I got a call from my aunt. "Turn on the local news," she said urgently. I flipped on the TV, and there it was. Anna had been arrested. The news showed footage of her being led out of my parents' house in handcuffs. The reporter said she was facing multiple charges: fraud, identity theft, forgery, breaking and entering. They showed my house, the damage from when she'd had it trashed. They interviewed some of her victims. One older man broke down on camera, talking about how she'd taken his late wife's life insurance money by pretending to be in love with him. My phone buzzed with a text from Anna. Just one word: bitch. I blocked her number. Over the next week, more charges kept getting added. Turns out the police had found even more evidence when they searched her house and laptop. They discovered she'd been running scams across 3 different states under various identities. The district attorney said it was one of the most extensive fraud cases they'd seen from a single individual in years. My parents tried to bail her out, but the bail was set at $250,000. With their business collapsing, they couldn't afford it. Anna stayed in jail. Then things got even worse for her, if that's possible. The media picked up the story. Not just local news, but actual news outlets. They framed it as a cautionary tale about online scams and family enablement. My parents' business was named in several articles, which destroyed what little credibility they had left. But you know what? Watching it all unfold, I didn't feel guilty. Not even a little bit. These were the same parents who'd abandoned me at my own graduation to take Anna to dinner. The same sister who'd tried to steal my house. The first thing I'd ever truly earned on my own. About a month after Anna's arrest, my dad showed up at my house. He looked terrible, like he'd aged 10 years. He stood on my front porch, and I could see he'd been crying. "I need your help," he said. "We're going to lose everything. The house, the business, all of it. Your mother's not sleeping. I can barely function. Please just tell people it was all a misunderstanding." I stood in my doorway, the one Anna had kicked in and I'd had to replace, and I looked at my dad, really looked at him. This man who told me to my face that I was just the child they had to tolerate before Anna came along, who'd never once defended me when Anna hurt me, who tried to manipulate me into giving up my house. "No," I said simply. "Please," he begged. "She's your sister. We're your family. You stopped being my family a long time ago," I said. "You made your choice. Every single time you chose Anna. Well, now you get to live with that choice." I closed the door in his face. The last I heard, Anna's trial was scheduled for 3 months away. She was facing up to 15 years in prison if convicted on all charges. My parents had to sell their house to pay for her legal defense. They moved into a small apartment across town. As for me, I blocked every single one of their numbers. I took all the documentation, every piece of evidence, every recording, every screenshot, and I compiled it into organized files. Then I sent it to every person Anna had ever scammed with a simple note: "She's all yours now. Do what you want with it." I deleted all my social media accounts, changed my phone number, made sure there was no way for any of them to contact me, because some people don't deserve a second chance, and I was done being the family doormat. I looked at my reflection in the mirror that night and barely recognized myself, but for the first time in my entire life, I felt free. Make sure to click on the screen to watch other stories.